Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you computer first lesson, that is storage and memory device. So as all of us are familiar with computer, so a computer system is highly organized system that processes data, which is a representation of facts, concepts or instructions. Processed data becomes information on which decision and actions are based. Bits and bytes are the basic units to represent data in the computer system. Computer data storage, often called storage or memory, is a technology used to retain data internally or externally. There are two types of memory, that is primary and secondary. So let us discuss what is memory. All of us are having memory, that is brain. We are using it to remember things, to identify things. So likewise, computer is also given artificial memory. So in computer we can define memory is the basic unit of a computer where it can store data and instructions. So once again I am repeating, memory is a basic unit of computer where it can store data and instructions. So we can define a computer as it's an electronic machine. It accepts unprocessed facts and figures called data. Now what is this data? DATA. What is this data? Data, it's a collection of raw facts and figures provided to the computer to perform a particular task. So what is raw facts and figures? Raw facts and figures can be numbers, words, alphabets, signs and symbols. We are giving data to the computer for getting the result. So data is a collection of raw facts and figures. Next, after giving the data to the computer through the keyboard, processing takes place. What is processing? Processing, working on a given data as per requirements. So whatever data you are giving, processing takes place on the basis of the instructions what you are giving. After processing comes the information. Information is the result what is displayed on the computer. For example, let us take 10 plus 5. So this is the data what we are giving through the keyboard. We can call it as an input also. So 10 plus 5, then processing takes place, that means addition. Then 15 is the result that is displayed on the monitor. So once again I am repeating, 10 plus 5 is the data or the instructions what we are giving to the computer through the keyboard. Then processing takes place in the CPU, that means addition takes place. Then 15 is the result which is displayed in the monitor. So once again I am repeating, what is data? Data is a collection of raw facts and figures which we are giving to the computer to obtain a particular result. Then processing is being done based on the instructions what we are giving. Information is the result what we are getting after being processed. Next we talk about the fundamental operations of a computer. There are three fundamental operations, that is input output operations, then mathematical operations, then logical operations. Now first we talk about this input output operations. What is this input output operations? The fundamental task of a computer to accept data and instructions and give a meaningful result. For example, 5 into 3, that is the data or instruction what I am giving through the keyboard. Then processing is being done in the CPU. Then 5 into 3, 15. 15 is the result or the output what we are getting on the monitor. Got it? Once again I am repeating, that is data we are giving through the keyboard, process is being done in the CPU, output we are getting on the monitor. So what is input output operations? It is the fundamental task of a computer to accept data and instructions and give a meaningful result. Next we talk about the mathematical operations. Computer also can perform different types of mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. addition a plus b, that means computer can do addition. It can add 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, whatever numbers you are giving, it can add, but the symbol should be there, that is plus sign should be there. Then it can do subtraction, that means a minus b, 5 minus 2, it can do subtraction. Next, multiplication, it can multiply 2 numbers. You can give 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, it can multiply, do multiplication also. Example 8 into 3. Next, it can also perform division, that is a divided by b, 4 divided by 2. So these are the mathematical operations that computer can perform. So example, once again I am repeating, it can perform addition a plus b, that is 2 plus 3, subtraction a minus b, 5 minus 2, you can put any of the numbers of your choice. Multiplication a into b, that is 8 into 3. Then division a divided by b, 4 divided by 2. Next we talk about the logical operations. What is logical operation? Logical operations for comparing two quantities mathematically to give a meaningful result is known as logical operations. The outcome of any logical operation is either true or false. Either true or false. So when we compare two quantities mathematically, so we use logical operators, that is greater than, less than. These are the symbols what we are using. So what is the outcome? Outcome is here true or false. Example, a greater than b. So if a is greater than b, then it will come true. Here you see 5 greater than 2. 5 is greater, so true. Then a less than b. So here a 125 less than 120. So false. So 125 is greater than 120. So it is false. Next, a is less than equal to b. That is 75 less than 20. False. Next, a greater than equal to b. So a is greater than b. True. So here two quantities are compared. A and b, both the quantities are compared. Then the result is displayed as either true or false. For example, here you see, if a is greater than b, then true. If a is less than b, then false. So if a is less than equal to b, then false. If a is greater than equal to b, then true. So these are the logical operations. So computer, there are three fundamental operations, that is input output operation, mathematical operations and logical operations. Next we compare, we see the difference between data and informations. How we can differentiate? So what is data? Data, it is a text and numbers. As I said, it is a text and numbers. We can give data as a numbers, can give data as a text, alphabets, etc. Then information, it's a processed data and interpreted data. So when data is text and numbers, it is information is processed and interpreted data. Second, it does not depend on information. Data does not depend on information, but without data, information cannot be obtained. Naturally, when we give data, then only we'll get the result. Then it's an unorganized facts and figures. It is a result of data processing. So data, it's an unorganized facts and figures. So you can do multiplication, you can do addition, with addition multiplication, you can add some text. So it's an unorganized facts and figures, but this is it's a result of data processing. Whatever data you are giving, you will get the result on the basis of the data what you are giving. So once again I am repeating, what is the difference between data and information? Data, text and numbers, these are the text and numbers. Then information, it's a processed and interpreted data. It does not, second point, it does not depend on information, Without data, information cannot be obtained. Third point, it's an unorganized facts and figures. Then it is the result of data processing. I hope children you have understood. Thank you.